with the other bodies stolen from cemeteries, the nerve endings of the brain were too far gone to receive a proper transplant. The experiment had failed to produce anything more than a walking, breathing, zombie-like creature.
Okay.
No, wait, it's not over. Hold on.
Okay.
No, it's not over yet. Hold on, hold on. It's almost over. 1, 2. Oh, there it's done. Hey, welcome to I Love Zombies. That was the theme song. We're trying to get working. I don't know how to add it on. I'm Angel, Cindy, Circa, Zombie Mama. Tonight, there's a couple of awesome issues we're talking about. Good little conversations we're going to have. And we have a special guest that is going to join us to help us out with some of the discussions that we're talking about. We're going to start off with a little history, a zombie history on our little first monster's birthing story.
Birthing story.
Number 1.
Number 1. Well, before the birthing story, there was a miscarriage.
Okay, so it's a prequel.
It's a prequel of Toga. I'd say, what was it, 2008. We got pregnant. Unexpected. Very excited. Didn't wait the superstition 3 months. And we told everybody when I found out that I was pregnant, which was like 4 weeks. His mom was obviously ecstatic because he's the only child. And we went in for, what was it, our second ultrasound?
Yes.
Yes, second ultrasound. Baby would have been 10 weeks, 13 weeks?
9 weeks.
9 weeks?
9 weeks.
But I lost it at like 6 or 7. They couldn't find a heartbeat. We were very devastated. And I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while. I had already had Zombie Girl on. So I closed shop and left. It was really, really hard on me. Emotionally, I was a wreck. I couldn't focus on anything. I blamed myself. For about, I'd say 6 months. No, I lied. Maybe 5. I was just crap. From that month on, every time I got my period was horrible. Going in and getting my period was just wretched. Every time I saw a negative pregnancy test was death. It was hard. It was just, emotionally, I was effed up. So then, I lost it August 2008. 6 months later, we were pregnant with Tallulah. And fears, what?
I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No.
And in the meantime, when one of the things that's vivid with me, in between the pregnancy, right after the miscarriage, we saw Up, and I mean, spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched Up, it hit home. I mean, we were at El Capitan, and I just remember just the tears dropping down my side. Because, it was tough. And it again, I mean, you guys know Disney lovers here. For them to connect like that so close with us, I mean, it's just, again, solidified the connection with them. It was tough. I mean, and this is me coming on my side because, obviously, I didn't feel physically what the miscarriage was. I mean, I myself, it sucks. Because as a husband or as a partner, you have to maintain that tough, persona when inside you're like, fuck. Okay, back to the story.
So, yeah, we got pregnant with Tula, and we decided not to tell anybody because everybody was superstitious about, telling the news the 3 months, the first trimester. So we didn't tell anybody. We didn't tell his mom. But the first and second trimester, which was up until 6 months of being pregnant, it was hard because I was terrified of losing her. When I couldn't feel her kicks, I was scared. When my appointments were once every month, I was scared. Pregnancy was super freaking hard with her because emotionally, because I was afraid of losing her. I was afraid of just having to go through it again. You know, you hear horror stories all the time about how people have 4 miscarriages, 5 miscarriages, stillborns, and I was terrified. But I mean, other than that, pregnancy was great. I gained 30 pounds, which was a lot.
She gained a lot.
But
not like in a bad way.
No, I mean, it was a lot for
her.
me. But I was healthy throughout the whole thing. Labor, the whole pregnancy, her estimated due date was December 5th.
Or Disney's birthday.
Yeah, ironically. And December 4th, it was at night. I wanted to take a shower because I take showers. Now I don't because I have a girls. But I used to take showers before he got off work. He was closing just so I'd be clean by the time he got home. Smell good, feel attractive, all that crap. And I was going to take a shower, and I text him, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to take a shower. If you text me, I won't answer the phone. And he's like, okay.
What date was this?
This is December 4th. 3rd.
Okay.
This is at night.
December
3rd?
No, December 4th.
December 4th.
But before that, I think maybe the last couple of weeks, it was a consistent visit to the hospital. We're like, oh, we're sure it's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen. I think we went the day before Thanksgiving, and maybe like 2 days after, because what are they called, Braxton Hicks?
Yeah.
So we were all like, I mean, we were just scared. I mean, again, we were scared because of the first pregnancy. It just any little feeling, you're like, oh no, something's gonna go bad. You expect the worst, unfortunately, and you want to prepare yourself for everything. So we had been going to the doctor a couple of times, to the labor and delivery.
Labor and delivery, just to check what was going on, what was wrong. And then, so okay, December 4th, I go in the shower. I bend over to shave my legs, and I feel a pop in my stomach, and then I feel a trickle of water come out. And I'm kind of wondering, okay, well, was it my water breaking, or was it the shower head because I was in the shower? So I continue to take a shower. I'm just wondering, questioning what's going on. I come out of the shower, I dry, I change, I sit on the bed, I call his mom. She's in the next room, and I'm like, you know, Lupe, I'm like, I think my water broke in the shower. She sits on the bed. I remember this. She sits on the bed, and she's just watching me like a friggin' time bomb. And she's just looking at me. Did it break? Like, are you leaking? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it just continues to come out or if it's just the one time. I don't know what to do. I text Angel, and I'm like, babe, I think my water broke. And he's like, okay, well, keep me posted. So she tells me, well, stand up and, you know, go to the bathroom, see maybe if it was pee. So I stand up, and when I stand up, boom, another splash comes out. And I remember just looking at her, and she looked at me, and tears just started rolling down her freaking face. I pulled on my pants, and I'm like, my fucking water broke. And I text Angel, I'm like, my water broke, get your ass over here.
At this time, sorry.
Yeah, well, no, it's okay. What are you thinking
at this time? Like, I mean, I'm just following. I remember I was closing at the store, and I remember just like freaking out. At the time, I had trained a team member to basically cover while I was gone, and like this team member was on my side, like attached every time I worked for the last maybe 2-3 weeks. Again, since I work retail, Black Friday is huge. My DM at the time. Huh?
It was December, so it was hard.
Yeah. So, like, the whole maybe second week of November till the birth of Tula, my DM was consistently like, what's going on? Huh? Tell your wife to hold on to the baby, okay? Not yet. Not till after Black Friday, okay? I remember the night of Black Friday, because I do overnight, because we open 24 hours. And he comes in at like 4 in the morning. He's like, okay,
Now
Cindy.
she can have the baby.
It's okay. She could totally go.
I remember he texted me. He's like, Juan said you could have the baby, and I was like, who
what
was
is
it?
his name?
It wasn't Juan.
No, it wasn't Juan. I forget. I'll remember his name.
Well,
and then
whatever who he was, I was like, fuck this guy. I was like, he's not pregnant.
So that for the fourth, I had, like I said, the team member I had trained to be by my side. So I remember I get the last text where she's like, no, yeah, my water broke. We need to go. And I remember I just stood there and I was like, okay, I gotta go. And I was like, all right, like, I mean, your first child, you're expecting a movie scene where you're rushing to your wife, rushing to make sure, like, you get her to the hospital because the baby's head is sticking out as soon as the water breaks. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all. So for those of you guys that don't have kids yet, the water breaking, you still got a period of time.
Sometimes. It depends on the mama.
Okay. So, all right,
okay,
go ahead.
So my water breaks. He gets home. I'm ready to go. His mom's ready to go. I called my sister at the time, and she's on her way. And he comes in, and he's rummaging through his clothes, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's time to go.
That.
I remember it vividly.
I don't.
He was looking for an outfit to welcome Tula to the world with. It had to be the right outfit. He didn't know what it was going to be before. He didn't plan. And it ended up being...
It was my Dodgers National League West championship shirt.
Yeah, okay. And I'm like sitting there. I'm like, babe, really? Like, my water's broken. I'm leaking out, you know. So we get to the hospital. I wasn't in any pain. I didn't have contractions. My water was just leaking. It was a slight trickle. My water didn't break. What happened is I just had a leak. Okay, so we get there. They check to see if it was my water, if it was the right fluid and all that stuff, the color, and they hooked me up. I just reset.
No, it's just...
Okay. So they hooked me up. It's like 9 o'clock at night, I want to say. And they're like, okay, well, you know, you're going to give birth to your baby. Like, this is time. But it was going to take a while. So around, I'd say like 12 or 1 in the morning, I started feeling slight contractions. And I got the epidural. Not everyone's fond of it, but I was. I got the epidural and just fucking slept and sat there, and I'm not going to go into detail, but we sat and we sat and we sat and we sat in 22 hours of sitting.
22 hours.
I was ready to push. And well, finally it was time to push, because it's my first baby, you need to like practice push before the doctor gets there. Some of you that have babies will know that the doctor doesn't get there until the baby's ready to get caught. So I'm pushing 2 hours later of pushing. So by this time it's 24 hours in labor. It's lagging really bad.
What?
The screen. Anyways, 24 hours of labor, 2 hours of pushing. Trying to push this friggin' baby out was horrible. And then I'm not going to go into vivid detail, but the whole time...
No, she needs to go into vivid detail.
Okay, the whole time I'm pushing, the nurse that was, like, helping me, as I would push, she would literally use her hands to open my vagina, okay, to help.
It's pretty cool.
But she wasn't helping. What she was doing is irritating my vagina. So after I had Tallulah, my vagina...
Wait, you can't go after it. You gotta wait.
No, was the fucking size of a grapefruit, thanks to this fucking nurse, okay? Because my lips were all swollen and shit. Vivid, but they're back to normal. They're all fine and cute now.
Something that I remember, like, vividly from the whole situation was, I mean, obviously the time period, and then time goes by like that. Like, what was it, 2 hours? Mm-hmm. 2 hours of pushing felt like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't even realize how time's going because you're so focused. Again, with the graphicness, and I mean, like, the parents that are watching and the dads that are gonna watch, it's an experience. People that faint, I don't know how they faint. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I remember just keep telling her like you're amazing. Like, I would never be able to handle this, because just the amount of time, the amount of energy, that was going through is, I'm sorry, I didn't turn off my phone. Is amazing, insane. My best friend, I remember he's like asking her, he's like, what do you think hurts more, labor or maybe a kick in the balls? After watching her, I was like, yeah, I'll take a kick in the balls any day.
Yeah,
so,
I remember he came in and he said that I wanted to punch him in the face.
So, one of the things that sticks to my mind, one of the pushes, like, I just remember blood just flying. And like, the nurses, like, were, like, freaking out. They're like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you gonna pass out? I was like, wow, that was amazing. It was like a cool, like, gory movie, but a pregnancy was just rad.
That he didn't pass out.
I remember...
His mom, do you remember your mom?
Yeah.
Every time I would push, like, because you know how you push for 10 seconds. That's where they're right in the movies. You push and they count 1, 2, 3. So you're holding your breath up to 10 seconds. The whole time I would push, she would be pushing. And the doctor had to turn around and tell her, you need to stop because you're going to pass out. You need to breathe. She's the one pushing. And I remember I would look at her while I'd be pushing. And she'd be holding her breath, like pushing with all her might. And I'm like, Lupe, stop pushing.
Yeah. So where was I at? So, like, as she's pushing, I'm looking down, you know. I mean, we're all adults, hopefully no underage. There's, like, just Servage sticking. And I remember Tula's little head, like, full set of hair. And, like, I mean, we always, like, in the Mexican culture, they have this ideal where, like, a baby's born with a lot of hair. He's going to be born super dark. Why? I don't know. So I'm like, oh man, I'm expecting this like little dark tan little girl. Plus, I mean, the full set of hair was a complete surprise. So I'm looking maybe about yay big, golf ball big. Again, first time.
It kept coming out and then going back in.
Yeah, it was like teasing. I'm assuming her head's gonna be about yay big. I don't know if you wait. I don't know what I'm showing to the microphone. That big, like little, maybe softball size. So I'm like, all right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They get to a point where, I mean, you could tell that part.
Okay, well, I finally pushed hard enough to get her head out. And when her head comes out, he's shocked to see that it's not a golf ball size. It's a freaking softball size head. And he looked at me. I remember him looking down when her head was out, and he looked at me like, holy fuck, how are you doing this? And her head was hanging out as they, you know, cleaned everything out. And then I had to push again to get her shoulders out, and then again to get her body out. So
shoulders, right? So shoulders, all of a sudden, like, it's one of those sounds. You guys everyone, sounds or smell, like, it just brings you back, right? It's this sound of just, like, cutting skin.
She cut me from vagina to butthole.
Yeah.
Scissors.
We're getting very graphic.
Hey man, that's life. Get used to it.
Like, I just remember, and again, they are all freaking out, thinking I'm gonna pass out, and I'm like, nah, dude, I got this. This is amazing. So this is going on. Shoulders are coming out now after the cut.
The baby comes out. I finally got her out. They put her on my chest. Angel cut the umbilical cord, and I was just bawling my eyes out because after losing a baby and then living 9 months pregnant, being fearful that she just wouldn't be mine, she finally came out and she was screaming bloody murder for her mother, but I was finally her mom. I don't want to cry. I'm gonna cry. So they took her to go, you know, they gave me the hour with her. But they took her, it's called skin to skin, gives you a time to connect with the baby. So I'm completely naked and they put her on my body for an hour. After that, they weigh her, they clean her and stuff. She was 7 pounds, 7 ounces, which is huge for 5'1", 100-pound girl. They expected me to have a 5-pound baby. She was 7 pounds, 7 ounces. So pushing her out for 2 hours that was the reason. She was huge for me. I remember one of the memories I have, like, I remember his dad. Well, it's his stepdad. But, he came in. He wasn't there while I was giving birth. Because, you know, he's
He's very, very old-fashioned. Like,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very private.
like me and my mom will joke about sex, and like he
He'll
kind of
leave.
like
Yeah.
and walks away.
But,
So like,
so he wasn't there, but he came in after I was all cleaned up and covered up, and the baby was cleaning. He was looking at her, and I remember he was crying, and he came over to me, and he patted me on the back, and he said, "Thank you." And I look at him, and I'm like, you know, and he's like, he was just crying, and he was just like, "Thank you," and I was like, "Oh, Grandpa."
so I mean,
what did you feel when she was out?
I like you. I mean, again, it goes into like the role of the parents. You know, like male, female, male, male, female, female, whatever. I just think your mind just starts rushing with different ideals of like I'm responsible for this little piece of meat that was handed to me. Like I remember there's a picture, I think I've posted it up or Cindy's posted it up, and is of me holding Tula, giving her a kiss, and like I remember just that like she fit in my arm perfectly laid down, you know, and just that first hour, like she said, we were by ourselves with this human being, you know, like her and me by ourselves with a human child. It was so many things rushing through your head. You don't know how to explain it.
No, man. And then like again, after losing one and being so terrified of losing the other one, I'm losing Tula, like just feeling her breath and like
her eyes, like
she had big eyes.
She popped her eyes
born.
open like this. She would lay on her chest and just kind of like look around, like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like it's such a scary feeling, but it's dude. To this day, okay, I don't lie to you guys. This is real truth. To this day, we still look at each other and we always tell each other we can't believe that we have two.
We got two. We got a pair. You
know, like, so just the fact that we had the one, just after everything, is just a miracle in itself.
And that first night, I mean, after my mom and everybody goes home, after everybody visits, like you're kind of just chilling in the room. Then they transfer you over. Like the delivery room is pretty cool because it's this huge, like, freaking suite type room. When they transfer you over to the nursery site, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
You like, it's this little coop. They put a little bed for the dad, and like the little bed for the mom, and then the little cubicle for Tula. Like the little crib thing.
Glass crib thing.
And like they'd come in the middle of the night for the first night, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys want us to take her so you guys could sleep?" And like I was like, "No, like this girl's attached to my hip till she's 79. That I'm not gonna take my eyes off her." That first night, like we didn't sleep. We did not sleep at all. I remember like me just opening my eyes and like looking and then making sure she was asleep a little bit, and then we'd switch off, and it was just like nothing. One of the times we woke up, what's the thing called? The chocolate looking poop.
Oh man, I forgot. But babies, their first.
You know what that's called?
Do you know what it's called?
No.
The babies when they're.
Anybody help us out there?
The poop that they first do is black, like tar. I thought there was
yeah, someone help us out, please.
There's a name for it, but the first baby's poop, like the first 3, is literally like black tar.
Meconium.
There you go.
See?
Perfect.
Thank you, Tatty Spice. Tatty Spice.
Tatty Spicy. Yeah, it's like tar, and that shit fucking sticks to her butt.
I remember, I was like, babe, she's doing it right now, because we were changing her diaper, and honestly, it's like a slushy, just coming out, and it like
didn't smear on her butt.
Yeah, but it was like smearing everywhere, and you could see it super tight, like, or super sticky.
Oh man! And then it was Christmas time, and I remember my whole pregnancy. I told everybody that was gonna visit me, I don't want flowers. I fucking hate flowers. Bring me a Christmas tree. And my mom, was it my mom that got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Your mom?
Yeah.
My mom. She brought us a tiny little Christmas tree, little mini one, and with lights on it. I still have the lights because the Christmas tree dried out, but I still have the lights. And we have this really cool picture. I'll share it. And it's her and her little crib thingy in the back, and then the Christmas tree in the back. She's a Christmas baby with the lights. And she looked like a little angel.
Yeah,
So cute.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I went home because I had to go do something. Like, I mean, the whole time I'm like freaking out because I mean I'm away, you know, like they're by themselves. But I mean, you have to do it at a certain point.
No, your mom was there.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
okay.
You traded off and your mom stayed with me.
So I take off, I come back, and that was the first day. And I mean, it was again just like family all day and so forth. Just kind of looking at her. The following day, I had left early in the morning, and Cindy met the first pediatrician we had gotten. Like she was recommended.
She was referred by my OBGYN, which was my doctor that delivered to them.
And she's like, I don't like her. There's something about her I don't like.
I told Angel.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's see how she is. One of my favorite things with the girls, I mean, even to this day, is like them sleeping on my chest. And I remember like Tula, I had my shirt off, just baby to baby, like beautiful temperature, like just chilling. She walks in, and the first thing she tells me, she's like, oh, you better not do that because then you're not going to get her off of you for the next 18 months or something like that. I remember I was just like, what? And she kind of like, just because someone sent us an email about like prejudice with tattoos. I don't feel it. I don't care about it anymore. I am who I am. My tattoos don't make me. I make my tattoos. But like she made me uncomfortable. Like she kept looking like up and down at us and like kind of like felt like she was fish eyeballing us, like just judging us. Right off the bat, I was like she kept like kind of talking down to us. We didn't know what we were doing. Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing.
We're first-time parents.
So, but we don't. I mean, no one wants to be taught about that.
She would look at my tattoos. She would look at my lip piercings and stuff, and I didn't like it.
So as soon as she left, I mean, we're like, yeah, we need to find a new doctor. Yeah, a new pediatrician. We talked to her OBGYN, and she's like, well, this is my kid's pediatrician. I gave you like the best one I know. This one's the one that takes care of our kids. And it was Dr. Maglika, which now we recommend to everyone because she's kick-ass. She's
actually Victor's mommy, Elsa, my cousin that you guys are going to meet in a second. She's actually her son's pediatrician now.
She seems Slavic. She's just got this really rad like personality to her. The way she talks to the girls, she's always like, welcome.
Is Tula.
I don't think
a day old. There you go. And there's me. Not half bad after 24 hours of labor. Pretty sexy.
So that happened. Both of them got let out. The first drive home, you're driving super slow. You don't want the air to hit your kid. My mom always says that. We get here, we're all excited. We have dogs right away. I show them to the dogs because I want the dogs to know, hey, you know what? This is the new member of the family.
They smell their feet.
Yeah, right away.
They lick their toes.
The first week, I mean, we'll go into like the first year of Tula later on.
Later on. Next time we'll talk about Izzy's birth story, which is totally different.
Very different.
Even pregnancy was different with her. They're night and day, yin and yang, good and bad, all of it. They're complete opposites.
So that's the story of our first monster. That's Tula, Tallulah.
You guys will meet them soon. Well, I mean, you've met them, but we'll have them in here just to say goodnight. Our next ending of the podcast next week. They won't be here the whole time because they won't want to leave. But we'll bring them up, sit them on our lap so you guys can talk to them, or they can talk to you maybe for 10 minutes, and then we'll sign off.
So we'll answer a quick question we got on our email. And remember, anything you guys want to send us, questions, let us know if you want to be private, anonymous, whatever. Send it to ILoveZomby@gmail.com. Delma sent us a question. She sent us a couple, but we've answered them on the first pod, which should be up within the week. I keep saying that. She asked us that there would be no more children for you two if you don't mind asking why is that. Also, was it a mutual decision? We said it before, money. We know we could afford two. We don't want to add more and then pull away from what we're able to provide for the girls. I think we're able to live a stable life with the 2 kids. I mean, right now everything on rides is 4 people, the car,
Vacation
4,
plans,
like
they're
it
4.
works out perfect.
Everything has a plan for 4. So it was just a mutual decision. He's an only child, and I'm one of 8. So we wanted to keep it more than 1, less than 8. If we had all the money in the world, though, honestly, if money wasn't an issue, I think we would have had more.
Yeah, and I mean, and it was a mutual decision. Like everything we do, I mean, it's got to be mutual. We're a team, so it's not like, hey, I don't want any more kids, or her, I don't want any more kids for whatever reason. It was like, hey, you know what? Like I think this works for all 4 of us.
Yeah.
We've talked about it where if like the future happens and we're a little more well off with money, I think we'd adopt.
Yeah.
In
a heartbeat.
Yeah, like I think that's the best thing for our opinion what we could do. But Delma, thanks for the question. I know there was a couple of little more questions, but it'll get answered through the first podcast, and then we'll email you back. If we don't email you back right away, it's because we're just doing a bunch of other stuff.
No, and it's like if you send questions, we usually try to answer them on the podcast. So if you don't get an email back, it's not because we're ignoring you. It's because we're answering you now.
So the next thing we want to talk about, we got a couple of emails about abuse, whether it be spousal abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, child abuse. Abuse fucking sucks. If you've ever experienced it, if you've dealt with it, there's always, especially with the internet now, like there's always places online that could help. Don't ever think with situations like that you're ever alone. People just try to like not speak about it because they're scared of the feeling that other people might have towards them, whatever it be, a child, adult, woman, man, whatever. So for this subject, we invited our cousin, our prima, Elsa, to kind of chat with you guys. I'm gonna step out for a minute. I'll be to the side. I'm not going far. Just listen to stories. Bye.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know. I want fanfare.
All right, guys. This is my prima Elsa. Victor's mommy on Instagram. If you guys follow her, if not, you should. She's got adorable kids, and her boyfriend is Angel's cousin, which makes us cousins because. So first we're gonna go off, and I'm gonna talk about child abuse because you guys don't know this, but I've lived it. I'm very open. You guys know that. Open about sex life, marriage, mommyhood, all of it. Maybe not so much business, but that's business. But I've never mentioned my childhood or my siblings because we don't talk. But I have lived childhood or abuse. I was abused from 6 when my mom died by my stepmother. My dad married her shortly after my mom died. She abused me from 6 to 15 years old. Almost daily. I'd say daily. Sometimes bad, sometimes not so bad. But it was still a hard part in my life. My dad really didn't do anything about it. He knew about it. There was times where he'd actually be in the next room while she was beating me, and he it's right here, and he wouldn't do anything about it, and I was his child, thankfully. So it was really hard. From 6 to 15. At 15 years old, I finally grew the courage to stand up for myself, and I hit her back. And we went into an altercation, and my dad, I remember he pulled me off of her and told me that I wasn't allowed to hit her. So he defended her and not me, being his daughter, the daughter of the wife that he had just lost. it was really it is bad. After that, after 15, after when I fought back, she was scared of me because she knew that I would hit her back, and I was finally bigger than her to defend myself. She's a lot smaller than me, and I'm tiny. She she started abusing me verbally, which was pretty bad. I was really depressed a lot of my life. There was points of suicide as a teenager. Feeling insecure because that was her goal, was to make me insecure, and and it worked. It wasn't until I left my dad's house that I finally started getting better, and I didn't leave my dad's house until I was 21. I turned 21 shortly after. And if you guys know, at 21 I married Angel. So he saved my life. It was a true Cinderella story. Being abused by a stepmom. So if you guys have any questions on it, I'd be happy to help. But I just, if you're living it, I'm looking at the poll right now, and the majority of you are saying, yeah, you're not alone. I know that you feel alone and you feel lost, and you're not. And there's normal people like me that are normal now that have lived it and are living life, sane and happy after all that crap. So on to that, we also got an email about abuse with a relationship. She emailed us. She wants to stay anonymous. I hope you're listening. She's being abused by her boyfriend. Was being abused by her boyfriend. I'm gonna make it short. She decided to, it was possessive. Like, he didn't let her eye contact with people. He didn't let her wear makeup. She had to go to school and come home. She wasn't allowed to do other things. And, and he beat her. There was, I think, a point in there where he choked her until she passed out. It was pretty bad. But I can't help with that because I've never been in that kind of relationship. So I asked my cousin to come and talk to you guys about it because I want to help and she wants to help. So Elfie.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Primo and Prima for having me. They're just as amazing in person as they are on the internet. So when Cindy asked me, if I would join their podcast, because of the email she received, I thought about it, and it's something I've always wanted to do, is help anybody that's been in an abusive relationship, because I've been through that. As I was reading the email, and I hope you don't mind that Cindy shared the email with me, as I was reading that email, it seriously felt like it was my life. It brought me flashbacks. It was just unbelievable of how I know exactly what you're going through or what you went through. Victor's dad, he was my first boyfriend. I gave my virginity to him. So growing up in a Mexican family, we're always told whoever you give your virginity to, that's who you need to stay with. So that was my thought. I thought I had no way out. I had to be with him, even though he was physically and verbally abusing me. It was just a horrible situation where unless you're in those shoes, people can tell you, get out, you're stupid. Your family can tell you, your friends will tell you, but it's not as easy as it's said. And it's horrible how a human being can just have so much power over somebody and just be afraid of them. I mean, I'm 5'1", I never thought at the time fighting back because I was scared for my life. it was just something horrible. I'm going back to the email, and she said she couldn't wear makeup. You know, she had to wear jeans and t-shirt. That's exactly how I was. When we went out, I would pray that I wouldn't see anybody from school because I was afraid somebody said hi, he would get upset with me. It was, like I said, it was just horrible. And, you know, I was in that relationship since I was 17. I became pregnant at 18. It didn't happen during that year we were boyfriend and girlfriend. It happened when I was pregnant. Was the first time he laid a hand on me. And I think that's the biggest mistake anyone can do, is allow it to happen. Because once you allow that to happen, they think it's okay and they will keep doing it. They'll say sorry after it's done, and you want to be there because you truly believe their apologies, but it didn't stop. It just becomes worse. And you know, I had Victor. I was living with my family for a little bit. We were living with my family until finally they kicked us out because my family couldn't stand seeing how he treated me. And instead of me saying, like, I'm staying with my family, no, I decided to follow him. And when you're in that relationship, I think you feel, for me, it was more, you know, I want to keep my family. I want to, he's the father of my son. I want to stay in this. I want to make it work. But a person like that, you can't change them. And that's also another thing. You want to change them. You kind of want to be like a hero to them and think like, oh, I can change him because he loves me, because I love him, because I'm having his son or his baby. I'm willing to change that person. But somebody like that who has that mentality, it's just, they don't change. And I think when there's children involved, you know, it's a lot worse because you're letting your kids see that, and the kid is growing up seeing that, and the kid is thinking, oh, it's okay. So it's like trend, you know, follows. Like kids see that, and when they're older, they may do the same thing. And that's when us as a parent, we need to think about, like, no, this is not okay. True love doesn't hurt. So finally, you know, I
What gave you strength to leave?
The final thing that did it was when Victor was small. His dad got home drunk, and Victor was crying because he got home being very loud and stuff. And he said, you know, what's wrong with that kid? This was his child. And he's asking, what's wrong with that kid? Shut him up. Yelling. And Victor was obviously a baby, scared. So he was crying, and he slapped him. He slapped my son. That's when I finally said, opened up my eyes, and I said, what the heck am I doing here? Why am I putting my son through this? If I can't defend my son, who will? So that's when I finally, you know, I called my friend. He passed out. I called my friend and I said, pick me up. I said, I'm ready to leave. And she's like, okay. And she asked me where I was. And I will never forget that friend. She was there within 5 minutes. As I was leaving the door, you know, as I was walking, those steps seemed like, oh my gosh, he's going to wake up. He's going to kill me, I thought. He's going to take my son and take off. You know, I kept thinking so many things, and I'm praying, and I'm saying, no, I can do this, I can do this. And I finally, you know, shut that door, and I was out.
Good for you.
I was completely out. And, you know, for anybody out there that's in a relationship, like I said, it's not true love. They don't love you. You don't love them. Sometimes we're in that relationship because it's more of a comfort zone like we're comfortable. You know, we think, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? My family, you know, they're going to give their back on us. And as Cindy was saying, there's just so much help now. I mean, this was almost 9 years ago that this happened to me. And now there's just so much help out there. And
you're not alone. I think the biggest thing is you're afraid you're alone. You feel alone. You feel as you're being stricken that no one cares, because if the person that's hitting you doesn't care, you feel, well, no one else fucking does.
Exactly.
You know, so why am I gonna look for help, seek help? Like, you need to, because it's not right, because it's not okay. Whether it be, you know, child abuse, whether it's spousal abuse or relationship abuse, whether it's sexual abuse, it's not okay, and it's not. I got this other email. I don't want to change the subject. We'll go back to it. But I got this other email, and she's telling me that she's been sexually abused by her cousin, and she wants to know if she should tell her aunt, which is the boy's mom, if that he has done this to her in the past, and that, you know, because it's just fucked with her so much. And honestly, I think you should. I think you should, for the sake of future kids that might be in danger around him. And as for you, because I remember you asked if what you need to do for yourself, because you're so insecure, is a psychiatrist, someone that you can sit there and break down to and tell them how you feel. You don't need medicine, you don't need, you know, teas and all this shit. Like, you need someone to just listen. And that's what we need, is, you know, when you're being abused, is just someone to sit there and listen, and not tell you that you're stupid, and not tell you that you're weak, that you're dumb, that, you know, none of that. You just need someone to shut up and listen. And listen to why you've dealt with it, and why you're scared to leave, and how to be strong, and, like, just, you know, once you've talked it out, you know, don't bottle it in, regardless of what kind of abuse it is. You need to say it. You need someone to hear you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard, and it's a tough subject, and I know that there's a lot of people out there with the polls that I'm looking at, that they're not alone. You're not. I think the best way is seek help, regardless, is if it's spousal, if it's child, if it's sexual. Seek help. There's so much help out there. Tell the person that you want to tell, if it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your best friend. Just tell someone, and it'll go from there. If you don't tell anybody, no one will ever know, and you'll never be saved from this.
Right.
You know, and even though you're scared, you have to. You know, those emails you told me, you told Angel, you told Elsa, I hope you guys don't mind, but I was just seeking out for you guys. But that's all I can do, is just give you advice on it. That's all we can do. You want to stay anonymous, so that's where I'm going to keep it. I'm going to respect your wishes. I'm not going to do anything from here. It's up to you. You know.
And I'm interjecting now as a male perspective. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know if you captured it. I mean, as a parent, male here, I mean, I don't see how abuse could happen. Like, I don't understand human beings. It's scary to see that aspect. Like they're saying, you're not alone. There's never anyone that's not in a situation similar to yours, especially, again, with the internet, with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, so forth. You can get connected to anyone. Always talk to someone. Always make sure you express what's going on. Don't be scared. So, if you guys have questions out there, you guys are okay with questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. I mean, if you guys have questions out there, go ahead. There's a
Questions?
couple of stuff coming up. That's pretty cool. Like, you guys are strong and stuff. Sipping out again.
And I see a lot of you guys having similar stories. My mom used to protect his dad, like, you know, and it sucks. It sucks that it's this time of age and people are still afraid, you know, and it did. What were you gonna say?
Going back to that email, she mentioned, right, that she went back. She left him.
Or she was gonna leave. Yeah, she packed her bags, and they were fighting, and she was like, you know, you don't love me, you don't treat me right, I'm gonna leave. And he broke down, and he started crying, and he apologized, and she ended up staying.
And now I think whether, you know, they say forgive and forget, you can forgive, but it's going to be so hard to forget because you're not going to know, you're going to be traumatized. When is his hand going to go up?
Yeah.
You know, anytime you can be fine and you'll be at dinner and those flashbacks will just come back.
Who wants to live like that?
And exactly,
You know,
ask yourself, do you see
fear.
yourself with this person in the next 5 years? Do you see yourself having kids with this person?
Like, I remember it was years later. I think it was after I married Angel. We went back for like the holidays or something, and I remember my stepmom, you know, took me in the other room and she said, you know, I know I did a lot of bad things to you when you were a kid, and I just wanted to say I was sorry. And I was a little shocked by her apology. I was kind of thrown off. And regardless of her apology, I couldn't take it. I couldn't just be like, it's okay, you know, because it wasn't okay what you did to me as a kid, you know. There's a couple of questions you're answering right now. And you know, this is going back, you know, and this is what caused me not to talk to my dad. A few of you know that I don't talk to my dad anymore. And this will tell you why. After I had Tallulah, she was 3 days old. They came over to meet her.
I remember this. I'm sorry. You know.
My dad and my stepmom. And she picked her up. My stepmom picked Tula up and held her in her arms. And all I can remember was so much hatred, like, towards this woman. The hands that used to beat me bloody were holding the human being that I just created. And I remember just having so much hate, and I wanted to kill her for holding her. I literally wanted to take my baby and just see her suffer for holding her. And I didn't want to feel that for the rest of my life. I didn't want to feel hate, regardless if she deserved being hated. I didn't want to feel hate when I was around them. So my easiest decision was just to cut them off. Just for the sake of my sanity, because I didn't want to be that ugly person inside around my girls because they were around my dad and my stepmom.
Well, no, I mean, I was gonna go off of that. Like, I remember that day perfectly, and I remember as soon as they left, I was like, I don't want her to ever hold our daughter again. I mean, at this point, we weren't thinking about Izzy or whatever, but like, just the thought. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, Elsa, you felt that way too. Like this person's never coming around my child,
right,
ever again. Like, this person has showed that they don't deserve the air they're breathing to a certain extent, you know?
So we got a couple of questions. Where is it? It's Sullian. I'm not so bad with that. Do you ever see Victor's dad, and is he still abusive?
No, that was the last time we saw him. He, I did decide to report him. I went to the police, and you know, like I said, being a parent for your child, you will do anything and everything to defend them. So I got the courage, and I haven't seen him. Victor was about 1 at that time, and we've never seen him. I never collected child support from him. I just wanted him out of my life completely.
I think there's one question for me. What made you decide to hit your stepmom? What changed for you that day? Oof, that day was vivid. I was 15 years old. I was sitting on my bed with my stepbrother, her son, and my half sister, which is her and my dad's daughter, and him and I were like writing notes to each other. We're being kids, and my half sister thought that we were talking about her. So what we were really doing is talking about my stepmom. We were saying that she was ugly, and her hair was funny, and shit. So my half sister snatched a piece of paper and took it to her and said, "They're talking about me. Read it." And we're like, "Shit, she's gonna read that we're talking about her." So he goes over there and he snatches it from her and gives it to me. She comes in crazy, and I had long hair when I was a kid, and I put it in braids. And she grabbed me by the braids and dragged me down on the ground and pulled me on the floor and started hitting me on the floor. And I don't know what clicked, but I finally, I was just fed up of being hit, and so I remember I got up on my knees and I grabbed her from her shoulders and like pulled her down and started beating her back. And at this point, my stepbrother tried to intervene, and she pushed him against the wall. And he was my best friend as a kid, He defended me most of the time. He would take a lot of the blame so I wouldn't get beat when we would do something bad in the house. Like we broke a dish, he would take the blame so I wouldn't get hit. So he was my best friend. And seeing him fly across the room when she pushed him, I went crazy. And, he was my friend, so I started hitting her even more. And I hit her to the point where, I left her pretty bad in the face, and I think it scared her. After that, I felt stronger, but I was still kind of weak. But she felt it. She felt that I was stronger and I was tougher. And so her next way of bringing me down low was verbal abuse, which worked for a long time. So either way, she was a piece of shit. She did everything in her power to make me crack. And it worked until now. So I think we're going to end it. There's a lot of questions on here, and I'd be more than happy to answer them, but I don't want to continue on with this. So any questions, feel free to email me or Elsa. I will forward them to her at ILoveZomby at gmail.com. Anything's better with this?
ILoveZomby at gmail.com.
Or you can tweet.
Elsa, do you have a Twitter or a IG where they can follow you?
I have an IG. Victor's Mommy.
Victor's Mommy on IG.
And like I said, or like Cindy said, sometimes we just need that listening ear. And I'm more than happy to listen if you want to email me or if you want me to call you. Honestly, I can try and help in any way I can, try and give advice. And, I think it's sometimes easier rather than going to your family or friends. You won't be judged, going to a stranger.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm here.
Yeah, so any other questions or venting that you guys need to do, feel free to hit us up. We are going to stay here now and continue to talk about our other subjects, which you're still staying. Okay?
Yeah, you're not. It pertains to.
Yeah, it's we're sticking to elitist parenting now. Elitist is the fancy word. The other word I would say it's snobby parenting. So yeah, we're gonna go on with that.
So the subject we're talking about is lately there's been a lot of like just conversation stuff I've posted. People have posted stuff like circumcision, ears pierced, breastfeeding, co-sleeping, frontward facing for babies.
Forward facing.
Forward facing. Sorry,
Oh,
that's Einstein.
That's Einstein.
If you guys
he
could hear.
Elsa,
Einstein.
so he's being an asshole. Yeah. He smells fear.
Victor's mommy, for the people asking, it's VICTORSMOMMY.
Victor's mommy on IG.
Okay, so that subject, I mean, it's just something I've thought about. It's something that's caught in my head. Let's start with circumcision. That's a chicken we don't have a fight in. We have 2 little girls. Don't worry about that. Female circumcision is done in Africa as a ritual, not here in the States. It's never gone, like, I think it's 96. Someone told me that it ended here as, like, it became illegal. Germany recently outlawed like male circumcision, saying that if the child's not allowed or not coherent enough to say that they want to be circumcised, they won't do it. Okay, so there's been positives and negatives with circumcision. Recently in 2011, they did a study in Africa, and it reduces the human papilloma. How do you pronounce it? You're better at that. The HPV virus with males. So that's a huge positive. Because females, that leads to cervical.
Yeah, male carry the virus, and if the male carries it, then the woman can get cervical cancer.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a positive. Negative of circumcisions. There's a percentage where the circumcision is wrong. Circumcision goes wrong. The Jewish religion has a weird tradition where the rabbi that does the circumcision will suck the blood from the baby's penis. Yeah. So yeah, again, that's wrong. Ultimately, both articles kind of state it's up to the parent's choice. Whether the parent circumcises or doesn't, it's going to be the parent's choice. Your boy, your child, your son is not going to be upset because, honestly, they're going to grow up and say, hey, you know what? My penis looks like this. It's got foreskin, and it doesn't have foreskin. Whatever. Like I said, there's benefits, negatives. If you don't teach a child how to properly clean his penis, then he's going to get yeast infections. If you teach him how to properly clean his penis, then he doesn't need a circumcision.
The topic of this is that the whole thing is if your kid's not in danger and you decide to circumcise him or not circumcise him, it's up to the parents. It's up to the parents to either think that it's right because of religion or it's wrong because of religion or blah, 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 whatever, all the excuses you just said. What we don't like is parents that judge other parents for doing it. Someone put on there, no snipping my future boys, if any.
And that's cool.
That's your son. That's fine. I'm not going to be like, well, blah, blah, blah. That's wrong.
So
we don't like the parents that are so quick to
this is where you
bite your fucking head off, you know?
Because, I'm pretty sure you've gone through situations like that. Okay, let's hop into the female, like the little girls getting pierced early. All little girls are pierced. There's a lot of people that are I'm sorry, I just got lost train of my thought. There are a lot of girls that don't get pierced because their parents say, oh, I want to keep my daughter pure. She's innocent. She shouldn't get her ears pierced. Okay, that's fine. I don't want my girl to go through that pain. Okay, again, that's fine. That's understandable. But don't judge someone that has their daughter's ears pierced. It's a ritual. It's a tradition. I have my ears stretched. Me and Cindy discussed for a long time about stretching the girls' ears because our ears are stretched. We decided not to. But if we had, again, it's our daughters. It's our ritual. It's our tradition.
Obviously, if the kid's in any sort of danger, any sort of pain, any sort of suffering, that's when you start to question things. Obviously, we're not going to tattoo our 2-year-old. That's just ignorant, you know. But there's people out there that piercing is a huge issue, and it's so dumb because if she grows up, if Tallulah or Izzy grow up and they say, well, I didn't want my ears pierced, why did you pierce them? Take them out. Yeah. Take them out. I didn't stretch your ears for it to be forever. Take that tiny little piece of jewelry out and you're done.
But again,
drama over.
It's something I haven't researched, but I would want to see like if there's a study on women that have their ears pierced at a certain age. What age did you have your ears pierced?
When I was a baby.
And it's usually the Mexican
Right.
The
tradition.
Hispanic community.
Yeah,
the Hispanic community.
That's what we do at 6 months, you know, and sometimes even earlier. Like there's
2
parents,
months.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
parents that do it at like days. They just because the skin is so thin, they just pop right in there without any hesitation. And you know, we researched it. We even asked our pediatrician, well, when's the best way? She was like, after 2 month shots. So she's like, then you can, you know, take her. And we didn't take her to fucking Claire's or some shit.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I
we
mean
went
that's
to
one
a
of the things that
piercer.
came up.
So like it's everybody's choice, and what we don't like is judgmental parenting. You know, like if this is the way I like to do it, don't run your mouth to me. You know, don't try to spread the word around the world that everybody's doing it wrong. You know, this is a big thing with me, wearing babies. Okay,
Hopping to the next subject.
Yeah, the next subject. We wore Tula for a long time. I loved wearing her. Angel adored wearing her. You know, I just made a wrap out of fabric. We didn't even buy all that moldy crap and all that shit. We wore her. We still had a stroller, but we wore her most of the time. There's a lot of parents out there that don't believe in strollers and actually wear their babies well into their toddler years.
What's that movie? Up and Away.
Up and Away, I think.
With Maya Rudolph.
But it you know, like if you're gonna decide to, you know, be passionate about something, you know, wearing them, breastfeeding, circumcision, piercing, don't judge other people for not following what you do. It's sick, and it's a waste of fucking time. It's your own kid. Worry about your own shit.
I mean,
You know?
and I mean, like, we'll have discussions. Elsa, I mean, Victor, he doesn't speak Spanish, right?
Right.
We'll have discussions. Oh, what happened? Why didn't you? But I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, you're dumb.
Yeah, and there's
Right.
parents. How many
Oh,
times
yeah.
have you gotten that? It's
I
bad.
get that all the time.
You know?
Family even. You know, they say, well, why doesn't he speak Spanish? You need to talk to him more in Spanish. It's like,
Like,
That's not
mind
your
your
business.
business. Yeah.
Right.
Ultimately,
It's
that's
her
what
son.
it is. Yeah, like, obviously, if someone could be bilingual, it's better, so forth.
Right.
But she doesn't need to hear it. She knows it. Like we said in the last podcast, Tula and Izzy, we predominantly talk to them in English. There's times that I try to pull myself back because, you know, we know that it just happens. Is she going to hate us for the rest of her life? No. There's Rosetta Stone when she gets older. For Victor, too. You know?
There's school.
There's so many things you could do with your child, like in the sense of what is it with the chairs? Front face sitting. Certain states,
With the car
it's
seat.
2 years. We did it at 1 because California allows it at 1. Our child, our both of our girls are healthy, strong, great. They're big now and they're frontward facing. Your child,
what?
was he frontward facing the whole time after 1, or did you wait?
I waited.
You
Okay.
waited after a year?
Yeah.
How old was he when you put him frontward?
2.
Oh, wow.
See, and he was
Yeah.
fine. Okay,
I'm
so
not
we're
gonna say
not.
she's dumb or anything.
Or even
And
now, I think when they can sit in the front seat or in the back.
Did you put him in the back? Does he
Sometimes
ever
it
go in the
goes in the
front?
front, you know, and I know there's parents that say it's dangerous, it's not supposed to, but
Yeah,
Like
I
you
mean,
said,
I don't know
there's-
how I feel like it because Tula's not up there yet. So I don't know if I'd like to put her in the front yet.
someone asked about co-sleeping. We've co-slept with the girls since they were born.
So,
It's for some people.
Did
The
you
doctors
sleep with
try not to push you towards it. They have like certain like statistics with it. We didn't meet those statistics. We didn't meet those like exclusions. So we co-slept. Girls again, healthy, strong, big,
and
fine.
it wasn't even supposed to be that way. We didn't plan on co-sleeping. We didn't talk about it while we were pregnant and we're like, oh, let's co-sleep. No, we have a crib. It's sitting in our room and it's freaking storage for blankets. One day I was fucking sick and tired of waking up when I had to breastfeed her at night and she slept with me and it went on from there. You know,
Yeah.
like it wasn't a plan. Like someone put, there's, you know, you don't have a book of instructions when you have your babies. No, you don't. You go with the flow. You go with what's right for you.
What's working?
What's working for the mama, what's working for the papa, what's working for you guys together. If you're a single mama, a single papa, you go with what works for you. And no one has the right to judge anybody, and if they're doing it wrong, if they're doing it right, if the book says it's supposed to be this way, fuck the books. If your kids are happy, if you're happy as a parent, that's all that matters, dude. That's all that matters. And don't point fingers and talk to this person that, you know, like, okay, my sister-in-law, they're still facing their son front facing, and he's almost
3.
No, he just turned 3.
No, he's gonna.
He
Oh yeah,
just-
no,
he
yeah,
just
because he's
turned
6
3.
months older than 2.
That's not for me. That's for you. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not my business. You know, so like, I don't like people that are just so quick to be like, that's wrong. Freud or whoever the fuck made up that book is wrong. Oh my gosh, his mom on.
She's in the other room and she's calling. Sorry. What's up? Okay. Bye.
Oh, I think she wants us to be quiet.
No.
What'd she say?
No, just she went to sleep because
Oh.
she was kind of keeping an eye on the girls. Just all these different things. Like ultimately, it's your choice, your decision. Don't judge other people. Don't badmouth other people. Yeah, obviously, if you see the previous subject, abuse, child abuse. Circumcision is not child abuse. Ear piercing is not child abuse. Rear facing is not child abuse. Co-sleeping is not child abuse. Having a bottle till they're 3 or 4, not child abuse. Pacifiers, not child abuse. Again, it's a parent.
It's
Like,
not for everybody.
yeah.
Everybody parents different, and some things are good for other parents and some things aren't. And don't, you know, walk around with your fucking head almighty that you're the shit, because in someone else's eyes, you're a piece of shit for doing what you're doing.
Yeah, like just.
You know?
I mean, people talk about parents. Like I said, we asked about Victor not speaking Spanish. It's never about judging. They've asked us about co-sleeping. My mom asked us about co-sleeping with the girls. Like, till what age? Oh, you know what? Till we just feel comfortable. Someone asked about sex with the girls in bed. We move them around. We figure it out.
There's other rooms in the house. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times I've said that. People only believe that fucking in the bed is where it's only supposed to be. No! We can fucking chairs, on sinks, on toilet seats, on the fucking hamper. You don't
Elsa's
need a
like,
mattress.
wait, what? The
You
chair
don't
she's
need a
sitting on.
mattress.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
it's
not.
uncomfortable. No, you don't need a mattress. You know, like it's where there's a will, there's a way. And when you have kids, you find wills.
So, off of this whole subject, so we could keep moving on, is that don't judge people. If you want to inform people, that's cool. Let them know, hey, you know what? Yeah, like this is what I did maybe to get my kid off of the pacifier.
But expect a big fuck you after it.
But don't say they're doing anything wrong because they're not. That's their kid. You're ultimately not going to have to deal with the kid screaming and shouting for the pacifier after they've taken it away. Cool? All right. Done of the rant.
What are
Amen.
we going on?
I'm sorry I don't say that type of stuff.
Okay, let's kill it at 11. So if you guys want a question away, because it's 11 and it's Thursday or
Well,
Friday.
let's
or
answer
Wednesday.
one more email question. If you guys want to
Okay.
just keep chit chatting, something you guys want to bring up, something you had a question about, answer. Elsa,
She asked
nothing.
for our autographs, by the way.
I
And
did.
we're cousins.
I'm in the room where all the magic happens.
Where the bow making happens. I think Izzy was conceived in here. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, someone's sorry, so I'm gonna hop back on. Breastfeeding in public. Like, yeah, I don't understand why people would get upset about breastfeeding in public. You breastfeed.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
My kid's hungry. If you're gonna have to see my boob for a second and a half while I pop it in her mouth, I'm sorry. She's hungry. You know, like, it's ridiculous. Did you breastfeed?
I didn't.
I only breastfed one because Izzy had latching problems. I couldn't breastfeed her. I had to formula feed her. But
Wait, how old is Victor?
9.
He's healthy, he's strong, he plays soccer, he just scored a goal, and he didn't
Smart.
breastfeed.
no.
So, again,
And he was
wait,
in a
where am
car
I?
seat until 2.
Right there.
Okay? Like, and he's a smart kid. So.
I'm sorry, I'm
And he was
bringing-
not circumcised.
there
And
you
he
go.
wasn't circumcised, eh?
And he's healthy.
Well, someone asked if we would circumcise if we had a boy. Probably.
We would.
But we don't have one, so we don't have to worry about that.
Man, I'm sorry, that was kind of just like straight up. We would, and you're like, probably. It's a discussion we never really had.
I like how Chido Jerry has just been jibber jabbing the whole time. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Toilet seat? Oh no, that's Lay Duck. Like he's just been. I hear you, I hear you, Jerry. I hear you, man. How's your lip? I hope it's good.
So someone's asking about potty training. What happened with us is one day Tula had a bladder infection. We had to take her off the diaper. Doctor said no more diapers. I said, all right, screw it. We're gonna have to go with it. She understood, like, hey, you know what, pee-pee potty? All right, let's go. Right now, the poop potty is an issue. She's scared of it. It's maybe a 2-day period where she won't go poop because she's freaking out. But what we figured out is, like, either get her really excited, like goofing around, joking around, and then she'll be like, Bubba, 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 Bubba. And then we rush her to the bathroom and she poops. And she gets excited. She gives us high fives.
Yeah, well, that's why we talk about high fives when we poop. Like the other day I pooped and she was like, you want to go potty, mama? And I was like, yeah, and she wanted to see it. So I had to show her and she was like, bye, mama. So poop in our house is a big celebration.
It is. It is a big celebration. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the emails that were coming up.
Angel's taking forever. How do you get the girls to poop in the potty? That's it. We excite them. What do you think of parents who put their kids on leashes? Well, we had a leash with Tula. It's stupid. Oh my god, there's another subject. With the whole leash thing, like, people are so anti it. They're not pets and stuff. If I don't want to lose her, then I'm going to leash her. Because Tula, when we put her down, boom, she was gone.
That's why I was in my bed with my undies.
We had to put her on a leash. Because if that second that you let go of her hand, she's gone. Gone, okay? And I don't give a shit what anybody had to say about it. I'm saving her from being kidnapped, from being lost, from getting hit by a car, by getting nudged by someone at the, the supermarket that's not noticing, hit her with the car. She's going to be leashed.
She'll go with anyone.
Oh yeah, she's like a social butterfly.
Yeah.
You go like this and she'll be like, fuck it, I don't know you. All right, let's go. So yeah, she was leashed. Izzy, on the other hand, she's more reserved. She has to get to know you before she's comfortable with you, so she doesn't need a leash. Leashes sound horrible, but that's what they're called, so fuck it. I think they're awesome, and whoever doesn't, good luck finding your kid.
Mm-hmm.
My wife speaks the truth. I just love her. Someone emailed us. Her name is, her email. No, I won't give out her email. Her name is Nico. She's from the UK. She kind of asked us, like, an idea. She's never been tattooed. Where would it work where it doesn't get sunburned, it doesn't get shown a lot, and doesn't get stretched with pregnancy? My thought process was right under the belly button. So if the belly, she gets pregnant, it still goes bigger, but it's right under so it doesn't stretch. And her tattoo idea, I think, would perfectly fit there. It would flow. She covers it from the sun. Wonderful. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I have my belly pierced, and I had my belly tattooed before the girls, and it's intact.
Do you have tattoos?
No tattoos.
Any reason why you don't have tattoos?
I'm a big chicken. I don't like needles.
There you go.
I don't like needles either.
I hate getting tattooed, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
We're ending it off. I mean, whatever you guys, the 85, 83, you guys keep dropping. You guys are annoying us. On your rib, no, that really hurts.
No.
You guys just post up whatever you guys want to know about her, me, both of us, our prima back there. What is your biggest pet peeve in the relationship? I think I told you guys last week, the toilet paper.
Toilet paper, really? Okay, with me, are you ready?
Oh man!
That he eats
Not flushing.
on the phone. I fucking hate that. I hate when we're on the phone and he's on his lunch break and I just hear crunch, 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 crunch. And then the phone like amplifies the shit out of it. I'm always like, please don't call me when you're eating. Call me after. So he'll literally like call me after he's done eating with like 10 minutes left of his break. I can't do it. That's my biggest pet peeve.
Are you comfortable saying your biggest pet peeve, or you want to keep it to yourself? Primo.
Your primo?
No, there's a lot.
Oh damn! Liz.
No.
Name one.
He.
Okay, you don't have to.
We'll see how we hopped off of that right there. Mama One Love. Email is ILoveZomby@gmail.com. Yeah, that's the email. That's exactly what it is.
One love.
While we're waiting for questions, because you guys are pretty quiet, you guys just don't want to know anything. The whole social club we were talking about, Disney, should be coming up pretty soon. We're waiting for the patches to get made. For you guys were asking, or the people that were asking prices, it's $80 to become part of the social club, and basically, I'm gonna tell Junior, you shut your mouth. I will punch that lip of yours. You know what I'm talking about.
Bust them stitches, homie.
What is Cindy's favorite tattoo?
On myself?
Yeah.
On myself. I answered that question. I don't have one. I like them all.
You're a weenie.
Chili Willy. I mean, I like my wedding ring. I like the rose on my neck. I like the tiny little hearts that I have on my butt. Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, what's the name of the turtle? That one's Steak. No, that one's Beans.
Beans.
Sorry, Steak died
a few months ago. So for Bo's prices.
What time are you opening on Friday?
So many.
What time are you opening on Friday?
I'm opening at 5:13, y'all.
So that's it right there. You'll find out the prices then.
Nothing is expensive though. Everything's affordable. I don't overprice on my designs. My fans will tell you.
Is it true that you're Kings fans? Because I think we just became best friends. We started getting into hockey, I think, when Tula was born. As a kid, I was a huge Disney Mighty Duck fan. I stopped watching hockey for a long time, and then Tula was born. One of our good friends gave us tickets. Tula loves it, so we love it.
It's
we
as
enjoy
close
it.
as soccer as we get when it's off season. So yes, we're Kings fans. Alarm set.
So back to the whole question or the whole thing about the social club. It's $80. Again, you don't have to have anything special. You don't have to have any special requirement. As long as you love Disney, the main thing is you wear that patch when we hang out. It's going to be once a month.
You don't have to put it on a vest, put it on a jacket, put it on a sweater.
Are you going to buy Tula an annual pass when she turns 3? What are you talking about? She's not turning 3 for another year.
I'm going to teach her to say she's 2 until she's 5.
I'm just kidding. We wouldn't do that.
No, yes, but the kids will have annual passes until we die.
Geneva keeps saying about Disneyland every Sunday. No, we don't. We try to go at least once a week. It's a surprise.
It depends on his days off.
Yeah.
My days off are his days off, so it depends on work when we decide to go, but it is once a week.
When are you getting your passes back?
I know. We really need to get them.
They really need to get them. Can you guys message her on IG and be like, you need to get your Disney pass now?
How did you get the name of your business? Why Zombie Girl?
I told her this the other day.
Not the bow lady. Because I don't make just bows. Zombie Girl came from, I moved in to here with Angel, and he had a sticker. Remember how he told you that his room was like a whole art piece? He had stickers everywhere. He had a sticker on his door, and there's a little zombie boy.
A zombie bunny.
Well,
if you guys remember Dirge.
There's a boy right next to him.
Dirge. That's the last name of the artist. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, there's a zombie bunny, but there was a boy right next to him, a little zombie boy, all like creepy. And I was like, it'd be cool is if there's a sticker that had a zombie girl next to it. Click. That's how it came on.
All right, there's a question for Elsa. Does Elsa want another child?
I didn't mention this. I've been in a relationship after 5 years of being single after Victor's sad situation. God sent me an amazing man, and I now know what true love is. Almost going to be 3 years, and that's how I met these two. And he has his son, Junior. His son is 16. My son is 9. So we're a family of 4, and I honestly do want another child. I'm 28 years old, so I think I'm still young.
You're still ripe.
But the whole situation also with money, our house is a 2-bedroom. We have 1 teenager. Victor's 9. He's getting there, so. And it's just so hard, with time, dedicating them time. Like now, I can focus on Victor. I'm able to help out at his school. I work from home, so that gives me a lot of flexibility there. So I think Junior's being the adult here and really thinking about it.
That's a
See,
good
that's
answer.
smart.
Wow.
Yeah,
Smart.
smart.
Someone asked what's next week going to be about. I don't know. I mean, whatever comes up during the
Wing it.
week that
Whatever
pisses me
people-
off or
whatever
bothers
people
me
email
or
us
makes me
about.
excited. Someone emails us.
Yeah. I think it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, like five more minutes. We could just chit chat, talk, hang out.
Disney
We have
World.
a
Someone asked if we've been to Disney World. We've never been to Disney World. We want to, but we don't plan on going until the girls are probably 5 or 6, 5 and 6, just so they can actually enjoy it and soak it in. So once we get closer to that, then we'll plan a whole family trip to Florida.
Chula 1979. But she did say her age. So how old am I?
You're gonna be 30 in April.
I'm gonna be 30 in April.
Dirty 30, but
Do I
it's not
look-
true
do I
because
look
he's
30?
been 30 since he was a kid.
How
Are
old
you
are you?
asking our ages? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
28. I don't look it though. I look like I'm 15.
She does. Can I come to Disney World with you? Chilo Jerry, no,
Hell
I'm
no.
sorry.
Sorry.
You made a comment about ratting. Snitches get stitches. What else? We have a
Minor
Chivas
signs.
USA game on Sunday or on Saturday. Our team has been sucking horribly. Every time we cry.
Literally, I cry at games.
This coming Saturday, we're having like a really rad barbecue. I think it's gonna be catered by
Lucille's barbecue.
That's
So
what
get there early or else you're not gonna eat.
you're not gonna get ribs. That's what's going on with
What
us.
are your signs? I'm a Pisces.
What are you?
Capricorn.
I'm an Aries. I'm a goddamn ram. So I'm a goddamn man.
This is fun.
I'm glad you're having fun.
What was I gonna say? Someone's posted about the Chargers. We're not into
She's
football.
Jerry did.
That guy from San Diego.
What
I don't
are
know.
you
He's like
doing?
stalking us.
Don't you have a wife to attend to, sir?
I've been trying to get into football again, but I can't find a team. I can't relate with the Chargers. Their colors remind me of the Galaxy colors. Yeah, Jerry, it's the fact. I was thinking more of a San Francisco fan. The red. I like San Francisco. San Diego treats us pretty bad.
Yeah, we don't have fond memories of San Diego.
Someone
Yes, it
said,
might change.
"What stadium does our team play in? Our team rents. We're like the renters in the back house. We rent the Home Depot Center from the Galaxy.
Yeah, hopefully that'll change. If not, then
Hooligan Ox. Yeah, fuck the Galaxy. I know who you are, buddy.
who's
Fuck those
Hooligan
guys.
Ox?
He's one of our dudes from our dudes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know who you are. Hi, sir.
Who's your favorite celebrity couple? I mean, who's your favorite celebrity couple?
Celebrity couple?
She's gonna say Justin Bieber and whoever she's dating
I don't have one.
or he's dating.
See,
sorry.
like I used to have Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, but then I found out the truth about how cruel he was and how unhappy they really were. But they were truly in love regardless of their fucked up stories. So I'd still
Oh.
say them, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
Oh, celebrity couple.
I don't know, but because Junior's initials are Jay-Z, so I always say we're Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
See, LeDuc agrees with us. San Diego sucks. I had a terrible experience there too.
Yeah.
I love you, and now you've done it. For me, to be honest with you, I don't know. Donald and Daisy.
They're not
There you
celebrities.
go.
He's just trying to get brownie points.
Where do you guys get your tattoos done at?
Everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's
If
honestly.
you have a gun and you're working out the trunk of your car, I'm not for it.
Then you don't have tattoos.
No,
so she doesn't have tattoos
I'm
yet.
gonna say right. Okay, well, 2 of our artists fell off the face of the earth, so that's why we're covered in outlines. But right now, we're working with a guy. You guys probably know him, Elizabeth, the bow maker on Instagram. She makes bows as well. Her boyfriend George, they both work at Botiki in what city?
What?
I forgot what city.
Yeah, it's up by like the St. Gabriel Valley.
Yes,
That
but
area.
he's doing our tattoos now. He did the one on my chin. He did my hand tattoo, and he will be fixing my arm and finishing my leg and stuff. So he's a good guy.
Janemia, I hope I pronounced it right. She said, "Not all San Diego's like that. Did you get to Snobby La Jolla?" I think we did. I think that's where we went.
I think we did.
Yeah.
And this was before we even we even had as many as tattoos as we have now. I don't even think we had like our sleeves done.
Yeah.
And we were treated like utter crap. So.
Is Elsie planning on getting a tattoo?
I don't know. I've talked about it with Junior, and I want one on a small one right here.
Oh damn, that's a good spot though. It's not,
Oh yeah, wow.
That's, so
That's kind of tough.
That's a good spot though. What do you want?
I don't know yet.
Oh, but you just
Something
want it there.
Right here.
I like it.
Someone said, "Will my mom make an appearance soon?"
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Say hi.
Yeah. I don't know. She's trying to do some. Are you guys going?
What am I assuming, Jerry?
Are you
You're
guys?
just trying to get socked in the face, homie.
Are you going to Mickey's Halloween party? We already said we were. Date, we don't know. We're reaching that magical hour where it's an hour and 30 minutes. We don't want to keep you guys up anymore.
It's time to go, and I've been holding my pee. So.
You didn't even finish your beer.
Well, I will once I pee.
Thank you guys for joining us again. Thank Elsa.
You for having me. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and comments.
Follow her on IG at Victor's Mommy. VICTORSMOMMY. And you guys know where you guys can reach us at I_love_zombie. If you guys want to chit chat, tweet us, email us at ILoveZomby@gmail.com. You guys are awesome. We usually say we're gonna go do it, but not tonight. We have a visitor. He's probably gonna go, and then we'll do it.
30 minutes.
So remember, fuck the galaxy. Fry fast with your eyes closed. Good night.
Bye.